Well, you're welcome to another weekend, and we are here with the second edition of the semifinals for Sewing Bee, finding out how creative the two contestants we have here can be. Well, tonight, yes, it is the second phase of the semifinals. Last week you saw the first phase, and this week we are on the second. And then after today, we have 3 more to go to see who is going to be in the finals. Well, you want to know my two contestants? Well, on my extreme right, on my right here, we have Selena Omari Efriye, who was the winner for episode 4. Yes, she is battling it out with Marian Gifty Mensah, who was also the winner for the 6th episode. Yes, well, the two of them today, they are not sewing to fit mannequins, they are sewing to fit models. And Selena is sewing for Deborah, very beautiful sassy Deborah over here. Yes, and Marian is also sewing for the very she's always smiling and wearing a beautiful braids, Juliet. So we are going to see how they are going to look in the project that they have been given. Well, tonight I have a celebrated designer who is going to be the judge and the jury and going to help us with the technicalities and also choose the winner, as in the one who best made the project. Well, you want to get to know my designer, Elike. Just take a look. Elike. Where's the name from?
Elike is a local, it's a Ghanaian name.
Okay.
It's I come from a place called Leklebi.
Okay.
And it means firmness. It also describes a tree that's rooted.
Okay.
You know, so it shows fortitude and strength.
Fortitude and strength. Attributes I presume you have yourself, huh?
Well, I'm not so certain. You tell me.
Let's wait till after the interview and I'll tell you. Beautiful setup you have here.
Thank you.
So talk me through this. I'm like, this is probably the first thing that I've encountered. Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting, intricate design here.
Yeah, that's just a simple summer dress.
Okay, okay.
You know, a shift, something that you just throw over to go anywhere. You know.
So what is this? What is this made of?
This is made of linen fabric.
Linen fabric. Okay.
Blue.
Okay.
And then you got a little detailing. It's actually our logo, but it's just.
That is your logo.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I see.
Yeah, I ended up being an architect.
You are an architect.
Even though I focus mainly on fashion now.
Oh, I see.
But the processes for design, I think, are pretty similar. The general conception stage will come out of some kind of a figment of your imagination.
Right, okay.
Something you read.
Right, okay.
Some words somebody used. But then, whatever it is, ultimately you will come up to a point where you want to create something. This might be a process that is experimental.
Right. I'm a big fan of jackets and very good in suits. Now, I didn't know you did this. A lot of Ghanaian designers try to stay away from doing jackets.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see this was made by you, right? Yes. Impressive. These are all ladies' handbags, I presume, yes?
These are all ladies.
Okay.
You know, what they call tote handbags.
Tote handbags, okay,
bags.
okay.
And she's going to the salon. She's going to visit a friend.
Right, okay.
She's going to see a movie. She's going to, you know, learn something in the library. She drops an iPad in it. She drops a few books.
Okay.
You know.
And even that has some intricate designs in it with some fantastic embroidery. I like this one as well. That looks like the reverse of a pair of jeans.
Bring the action.
Shall we go and have a look to see if this dress is actually ready?
Yes, I think so. I think by now it should be ready.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's do so.
Let's do so.
And you are welcome back. Last week we saw Bee S1, who was the judge and jury and helped us select the winner. Well, this week you are seeing him and he is here in the studio. LK, how are you doing?
Fantastic.
Welcome.
Thanks
Now,
for
LK,
having me.
what are the contestants doing?
They're working on a Peplum skit.
Peplum
today,
skit.
I understand, yes.
Are they ready to go?
They are ready to go. So I think we will start now.
Okay, so once that they have started work, we can now also go for a breather. When we come back, it's still Sewing Bee, finding out how creative the two of them can be. Yes, you are welcome back from the breather. We're still here on Sewing Bee. We are finding out how creative either Marian or Selena could be. My element of surprise, my judge, my jury, my celebrated designer today is LK. Last week you saw Bee S1, but today it's LK of LK Designs. So you were telling me about the project, Peplum skirts.
Yeah.
So tell me, if you are to do a Peplum skit, or if you have Peplum skit, what are some of the basic things that you look out for?
Well, to start with, let's look at a little bit of the history of the Peplum skit.
Okay.
It's been around for several years. In the Greco-Roman Empire, they had plays they made. And during these plays, they will design Peplum skirts. They wore them as tunics for the shows. And so they had this as sort of a way of dramatizing their stories.
Okay.
So that's where it starts from. And then in the Victorian era also they wore them as longer skirts that were draping and looked very elegant. But they were always an overskirt.
Okay.
So generally speaking, a peplum is just an addition to a skirt. Okay. It's a shorter skirt that usually is added on to a longer skirt.
A shorter skirt that is added on to a
longer skirt. Wow. Which creates a dramatic effect at the waistline.
Okay.
So it's usually there to break the longer skirt and make it look more exciting.
So you're talking about waistline. So does it mean if you're a woman and you don't have the contours and you don't have that beautiful waistline, when you put it on, you won't have the accentuating of that beauty?
The peplum is particularly elegant because it accentuates, if you like, just before your hip line.
Okay.
And so between your waist and your hip, you have a fullness that's created by the peplum. So regardless of your figure, a peplum is likely to do it for you.
Okay, so what are you looking out for?
Well, with this project, I'll be looking out for, well, the lay of the fabric.
Okay.
As at now, they're doing a marker, which I find interesting because at this point, they'll be determining how they are laying the fabric.
Okay.
They will be determining what patterns will show in the fabric. They'll be determining also perhaps which aspects of color they are selecting to be more vivid in the detailing. And of course, then there's the more exciting aspect which will involve beyond the basic skirt, whether the peplum has any real drama to offer. Like, as I said, the peplum brings drama to the skirt.
I know there are a lot of detailing when it comes to peplum skirt.
Yes.
There are a lot of detailing.
Yes, there's a lot of detailing. There's a myriad of style that you can employ. We are yet to see what exactly they are going to create. But they have quite a range from having it flare to having it straight to having the back longer than the front. And all of that can create a certain elegance.
LK, don't give all the vibe. Let's just, for now, sit back as we are now and enjoy what they are doing, and let's see them sweat it all out.
That is true.
Okay. Well, this is the second edition of the semifinals for Sewing Bee, and we're finding out how creative the two of them can be. Well, last year we had Lydia winning, and we are looking for who is going to join Lydia. I just want you to know that we are going for 5 weeks. We have already done 1 week, and that was Lydia Wuntum. We were doing the second week. We'll have 3 more weeks. When we have the 5 winners, then we throw it back to you, the lovely viewers, and then you will choose 3 for us who are going to duel it all in the finals, and then we come out with the final and the winner, right? But today we are just enjoying them, looking at them doing their peplum, and I'm here with the celebrated designer Elike of Elike Designs, who is going to be my judge. Don't forget that the phone lines are going to be activated at the tail end of the show, and then you can tell me who you think is going to do it for today. Also, we can you can just keep your messages coming through on our social media page, especially so on Facebook, and we are going to do you that justice. Well, I think first off, starting, I think let's give a big thank you to Luis Daco Mauto of DLM Dress Forms and Mannequins, located in Adenta Shopping Mall, and they are providing the winner for tonight, a mannequin. Well, if you want anything to do with fashion, please make sure you're calling them on 0547 172 199. Don't forget, Set Garment is always there for you if you are looking for anything with fashion. That is the place for you to go. Well, they are also into bead making, bag making. They sell fashion books and culinary books. So please, if you want to get anything at all to do with fashion, they are the ones to call upon. They are also giving you tuition for from 1 to 24 months, and also they are giving you hostel availability. Well, if you want to get closer to Set Garment, you can do so via phone, and it's 0260-996-737, and their website is www.setgarment.com for more details. They have their tentacles on almost every region in the country. When you go to their polytechnic campuses, they have their retail shops there. They have some at Joyce Bio Fashion School, Radford University in East Legon, and they themselves, their headquarters is in the Sakumono Township. Don't forget that GTP is also doing it for us. Yes, they are being our backbone, and they're still our backbone. Well, for over 50 years, you know the deal. They have been in the fashion industry, clothing Ghanaians, and many other Africans, and they are still timeless. If you want that genuine fabric, GTP fabric, all you have to do is just make sure you're walking into any wooden shop nationwide, and you can get that genuine fabric, that genuine GTP fabric. Don't forget, Abrantia College of Cosmetology and Creative Art is also doing it today. If you think I'm looking good, if you think I'm looking ish, if you think I'm looking so lovely, it is them, Abrantia College of Cosmetology and Creative Art. Well, if you are looking at having tuition in fashion and accessories, well, that is the place to go. You can WhatsApp them on 0244-331-481 for more inquiries. Yes, they are off the Spintex Road, and like I said, between 1 to 6 months, just make sure you're going there. Another place you can be is Jolum. Yes, Rios Originate is telling you that, yes, we can give you tuition in fashion and illustration. Yes, between 1 to 6 months. Well, you can call them on 0248-323-669. There are 2 technical advisors to the show, one for the contestant, that is Auntie Dora Lecha, and then one for the main show, that is Albert Johnson, aka Odifo, who is a guru in fashion and interior deco, and also a guru when it comes to radio. Yeah, I'm boring you with a lot of talk, right? But let's just enjoy them and see what they're doing.
take a look?
Yeah, yeah, go on, go on.
Band, I guess. That's good. Right now, it's right here, putting an interfacing
Okay.
on the band, the waistband,
The waistband.
which will guarantee a certain level of durability to the outfit, because the waistband is going to hold both the skirt itself and the peplum together.
Okay.
Now, how well that is done will determine greatly how the entire skirt also looks.
So which kind of interfacing at this point would, if you were doing it, would you have used?
Well, this is a paper-based
Okay.
sort of interfacing. It's a fabric-based one,
Okay.
which is softer and it's a higher grade. And so if they were working professionally, the likelihood is that they should use that, because then the fabric lies better than with this. But for purposes of in an illustration, I think this is still fine.
This stuff.
It's
Okay.
still fine. And I noted already that they had both cut the circular aspect,
Okay.
which is a peplum.
The peplum.
And in cutting that, then we'll be looking at exactly how the patterns have been used.
But how have you seen the, I mean, you've seen the patterns. What do you make of it so far?
I think so far, what I must remark is that both contestants have made a great, very good use
Okay.
of the fabric they have. They have been careful not to have so much wastage.
Okay.
If this is to be end up being some kind of industrial production, then we will be looking at how much wastage there is. Because if you lose a quarter yard per garment, and you're making 5,000 garments, that's a lot of fabric wasted. So then how careful they are with the marker and how careful they are with the patterns, so that we have a specific detail that they want to review showing.
Okay.
That's what is most interesting now.
Well, for now, let's just enjoy what they are doing, and you can be there with them and just
Yeah,
see what is going on.
I'm enjoying being in their space.
Okay.
Yeah. Iron is hot enough. What size? How many inches?
The band is 1.5.
No, but around the waist. 32,
The
25,
waist is 26.
26. How wide is the band you want to create?
That's 4 inches, including the allowances.
Okay, so it's quite a high band. big are your seam allowances?
And half an inch.
So how many darts do you have at the back?
2 at the side, 2, so 4, that's
4 at the back. That will usually be for quite a hippie person. Does she have hips?
for this one, I'm doing that. It's not that big in a small, just in a form of a design.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, the judge is really having a good time with the contestants. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to relax you by going for a breather. When we come back, you should know that we are still having a good time. But don't forget, the phone lines are going to be activated and your messages should not stop on our social media pages. Let's go for a breather now. Well, we're having a good time here, believe you me. Yes, I've seen your messages, but hold on with the calls. We are going to activate it at the tail end of the show. And in case you just tuned on your TV set, this is the second semi-final for Sewing Bee, and we are today finding out how creative Selena or Marion could be. I have my celebrated designer in the studio, and you saw my two models, right? They are going to be rocking what they are being designed for. But for now, let's get a little bit closer to the designer. Elike, okay, so let's go away from them, and it's the two of us. Let's have a beautiful couple.
Absolutely.
Good. Where, I mean, that is the label name, Elike Designs.
Yes.
What are you specialized in?
Unfortunately, we didn't specialize in anything particular. So we do quite a broad spectrum of products, both ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And you didn't, so you're a jack of all trades.
Sort of, and trying to be master of all.
Elike, we were having a chat early on, and you were telling me that when I asked you when it started, it dates back to 96.
Yes. In 96, I was just getting out of postgraduate school.
Postgraduate
By
school.
that time, I had opened my first shop.
Where? Which school?
UST Kumasi.
Yes. What did you study?
I was in architecture.
Architecture.
Yes.
Architecture.
Yes.
And fashion.
Yes.
Do they have anything in common?
I think they do have a great deal in common.
Like?
They are both artistic.
Okay.
They both employ a great deal of geometry and sequence and detailing. And they both have, if you like, they both share a common space. Most people think that because the materials employed are different, that they are entirely different. But you can make a building dance.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. You can make a building dance.
Yeah.
Well, we are not going to talk about building. Let's talk about clothing.
Yes.
Can you make a clothing dance on a human being?
That is exactly what I think our ladies are trying to do.
Okay.
The Peplum has, it's a tradition that has a great deal of fluidity. There's always a little bit of a ruffle or a rumple or gathers or a flow that comes to the Peplum. And so it always makes the sway in the gait of a woman much more exciting.
Are you satisfied with what you're doing?
Very much so.
In Ghana here?
In Ghana here, yes, I am. Even though I have bigger expectations.
What are some of the expectations?
Oh, that the industry develops a little fuller.
Do we have a fashion industry?
Right now, technically speaking, I should say we don't. Because we are not properly oriented for an international market. We have an industry that's able to serve our local population reasonably, in that people get special custom-made things done. But for exports,
No, go on.
Yeah,
go on.
for export, we have some sort of handicaps that we will have to overcome to get into the international fashion circuit and then expose our work to the world.
Okay.
But I think we have the workings of an industry. We have a textile industry that's producing, GTP is producing fantastic fabric, which they are using today, by the way.
Okay.
And the designers are in a flock now. There's a lot of people that are trying to be part of this trade. But in terms of a proper structure that takes us onto the international market, I think that's where we have a hiccup.
We have a hiccup there. I'll come back to you, but I have a playback I should call for. So folks, if you're watching, I just need you to relax, feel free, and check out this playback. And when we come back, we'll still find out how they're doing over there.
Seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop work. Kindly put your works on the forms and the mannequin. We have here a waistcoat or a vest, and with the neck section, it's a little bit of a built-up neck, and then the front section is a little bit extended out and pleated, so you can have a feel of the plain fabric and then the printed ones. She gave us 2 buttons just to stay in this area. So this is the front section. She has a princess seam from the armhole all the way down. So this is with the front section. And then with the back, she has a seam. Any reason for the seam at the back, the center back?
It's just a design.
It's just a design. Okay, very well.
Do we have someone?
We do have a winner.
Okay.
Yes. And our winner this evening, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm always ready.
Okay. Sir, do you deserve it? Yeah. Do you deserve it?
Sure.
Very well. Okay. So it's in the middle. She takes it.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
I saw her tearing some rope with her teeth. I want to know, is it professional to do that?
Okay, so when I see, you said you saw somebody
Yes.
cut thread with their teeth.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I see something like this, I mean, I won't leave you to do this. Patterns and other things together. I think she got it. So this is with the back view. This is what we have for the back. Wow.
Okay.
Color and design, the finished work, and the way everything was done. I would want to award you rather.
Which is not possible.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, very well.
Very
So,
ready.
Okay, so we have the work here, and then who wants it? Okay,
I
so-
think you know who deserves it.
Okay, so a masterpiece was given to you, Selena.
Hey!
Yes.
Yes, and I hope you enjoyed that playback you saw. That was a playback of Selena and Mario when they won. Yes. Well, you see, every time you win at the prelims, you get to have your sessions on TV, on radio, and all the fame and what you've been through and the experiences. So the camera caught up with them, and that is what you had over there. Well, I was having a chat with my judge over here, celebrated designer LEK of LEK Designs. So you were telling me we technically don't have an industry.
Yeah, I think we have the workings of an industry.
Okay.
We have some of the players of the industry, but we need certain aspects that will elevate what we are doing onto the international circuit.
Okay.
For instance, we don't have proper production houses. And so if you're a designer and you wanted to mass produce a product out of your sampling unit, because typically most designers will have a sampling unit that has about maybe 10, 12, 15 such people who have an ability to machine well and produce a good garment. But eventually, they will need to translate this into a mass-produced garment.
Okay.
And then they're going to have difficulties because the unit they have cannot deliver, say, in 3 months,
quantum of-
or in 90 days, or in 60 days, or in a month, the quantity of product that they need to.
And that is a big problem.
That's a big problem. The control of fabric also is a big problem because you have situations where you have a particular fabric you look for. On the local market, might be difficult to source. So the influx of fabric into the environment also is another problem. And then ultimately, you're looking at exposing your local designer in a manner that internationally he holds sway enough to get orders from the big shops.
Are Ghanaians patronizing and paying well for our designs and our fabrics?
I think Ghanaians are patronizing our product. The wave of an interest in Afrocentric clothing is high now. Like what you're wearing has some details that I see were made here.
Yes.
But of course, the disposable income of the average Ghanaian today is not that high. And so there's a likelihood that there may be difficulties with how much of it they are able to purchase. You know, for me, it would be fantastic if on a daily basis, people just wore what we make.
What we make.
Yes.
It's
yes,
true.
yes, yes.
But then again comes the issue of mass product, producing it on the large scale
Yes.
for it to be subsidized for the average Ghanaian to be able to buy.
To afford, yes.
Okay, well, you're still here on Sewing Bee, Joyprime. Celebrating 1 year of real entertainment, and we are finding out if Marion or Selena could join Lydia Wunsumi, who last week was judged as the best and came out the winner, and also happens to be the first person to qualify for the finals. Yes, I told you earlier on we are looking for 5 winners, and when we get the 5 winners, we throw them back to you, and you, our cherished viewers, select 3 for us who are going to be in the finals. Well, today we are looking at either Marion or Selena, kind courtesy LEK Designs. But for now, let's enjoy what they're doing.
So, my God, take a look. I hope you're not under too much pressure. This being a competition and all.
Okay.
On average, about how many of these can you produce in a day?
In a day, about 3 we do.
And you run a small business by yourself?
Yes.
How's it coming along? happy that you are pinning everything.
Yeah.
It shows that you are likely to get very good results. Buttons in front of your skirt.
Yes.
Interesting. A combination. Have we considered at all whether one might run into the other when we wash?
I know I trust GTP anyway.
Yes, that they have very good fabric.
Yeah.
And that's a raw Elise sort of fabric.
Sorry?
The white one is Elise.
Yes, baby lace. But
So as it is, you have some apprentices yourself.
no, okay, I have one.
Okay.
One for now. But before I was alone.
So that's the pattern you want to use. You're also using butter.
Yes, please. It was indicated in the spec, so
Okay. But you choose your colors yourself.
yes.
Okay. It's impressive.
So, Elike,
Yes.
where have we gotten to so far?
Well, we are about halfway, impressively, because the basic skirts have been created,
Okay.
the peplums have been prepared,
Okay.
and so I think we are sort of in an assembly stage.
Okay.
After which probably we'll go into finishing.
Finish it. I know that there are several ways of arriving to a peplum skirt.
Yeah.
Judging from what you've seen so far, are they on the same trend or they are on different ways arriving at the same?
I think that they are on a similar trend, but the ingredients are a bit different.
Okay.
You know, over here we are using mainly one fabric.
Okay.
It's a consistency of one fabric here.
Okay.
Over here there's a mix of another fabric
Okay.
to bring out a little bit of a contrast.
Okay.
Over here, the other fabric has a different texture, and so will create a different effect to what that fabric will create.
Will create.
But then all of this also depends on how they've been laid, how they've been attached, how well the edges have been finished.
Finished.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
then
from-
the general volume of the peplum.
So from where we stand now, judging from our time, do you think we'll have a finished project
I
from
think
both
that
contestants?
I think that is a close cut, but they will finish.
They'll finish?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've approached this from a very professional viewpoint indeed.
Okay.
So they will finish.
But you are just certain that they will finish?
I'm quite certain that they will finish.
Okay, so he is very certain they are going to finish. I have a lot of messages from my social media page to read to you, starting from Rosemond Fortin says, watching you live from New Edubiase, but please, Joyprime, show the advert of Empress Key and stop that of Faith. Also, stop writing Faith instead of Empress Key when showing it. Thanks. Son Gaddafi BZ says, watching you from 7 days, Accra. The show today is very educational and interesting. Ivy, please ask the lady in sea blue for direction to her shop, and if possible, the number we can reach her on. I'm highly routing for her. And you look great as usual. There is no other station than you guys. Joyprime, you rock it and keep it alive. Okay, so you're wanting to know Marian. Well, she's from Obogasa. I don't know if she's settled in Accra, but I'll ask her and get you that feedback. Okay, this one is also coming from Kofi Jonathan. He says, I love Fashion Guru Sowimbi. I'm watching the show live inside Akim Wenchi. My greetings to Madam Joanne of Crisby International School. Well, I know that she's watching and she's hearing you. I'm watching you guys from Accra. I can't wait to see the outcome of both designers. Mr. Presenter, I love your outfit though. Tell the one with the blue dress that I want the same outfit. Marian, a lot of people want the same outfit. And if you're loving my outfit, it's all coming from Abrantia Cosmetology of Creative Art and Design. And Charity Deku is saying she's watching from Akosombo, and I like the fashion terms being used by the celebrity supervisor. Thank you. Yes, he's Elike of Elike Designs. Last week, you saw Bee Vinage, and today it's his turn. Well, next week you're going to see somebody else, but for now, let's enjoy him. And this one is also coming from Celestina Che. Says, watching you from Republic of Benin. You guys are doing a great job. Mr. Presenter, you're looking sweet. I love the fact that I'm looking sweet to you. Okay, and this one is also coming from Gertrude Butcher. It says that I'm watching you live inside Joji. I hope I got it right. Georgie, I think they are both doing a great job. All the best. And D Microphone Abuse says, Joyprime Fashion Guru, you are the best among the rest. Greetings to DJ Walisu and all old students of Tamasco inside of Boise. Theresa Tego Jesse says from GH Mamprobi, meaning that is where she's watching us from. And Lydia Frederico Day says from Niger. She's watching from Niger. And I just want to do this last one. I wish both ladies all the best. Hashtag Ibrahim they shine. Ow, I'm shining on your TV, right? Well, if I'm shining on your TV, there's only one person to give all that thanks to. One is Abrantier Cosmetology of Creative Arts and Designs. Well, they are responsible for what I'm wearing today. They are responsible for my outlook. And they're also telling you that if you're looking for tuition in fashion between 1 to 6 months, yes, all you have to do is just make sure you're WhatsApping them and you're contacting them and you're finding out. And you can do so on 0244-331-481. Don't forget, GTP is going to provide all the fabrics, all that beautiful, timeless fabric for you to look timeless. 50 years in the industry, they are still timeless. For now, let's go for a breather. When we come back, I will be letting you in on something that you don't know yet. My judge here, who is also the celebrated designer, cannot even wink, but just to see it and go like, okay, that is my winner. Well, that's what we are doing here. So now the lines are being activated. All of you who are sending me messages over here and wanting to call, you can call now. 0560-800,000. That is 800-000. Where have we gotten to, LK?
Well, as of now, they've assembled the garment.
Okay.
Generally. There are a few finishing details that we are looking at.
Okay.
The bands are going on.
Okay.
And once the bands are done, then we'll be looking at hemming any little areas that need to be hemmed.
Okay.
And then I think that they will be done.
And then we're good to go.
Then we are good to go. But of course, we will determine whether we will actually put fastness to it or we will not. Okay. For the purposes of our viewers watching, I mean, if we have certain temporary fastness, we can still see the quality of the garments.
The quality of the garment.
Yes.
So far, yes, like you're saying, did they use the same technique to arrive in there?
They used a similar technique.
A similar technique.
The general format of what they're doing is the same. However, she has introduced a new fabric.
A new fabric, like you said earlier on.
That gives her a certain different challenge. She has introduced a certain detail of piping the edge.
Okay.
Over here, she's using the same fabric, but her challenge relies more on the patterns in the same fabric and how to manipulate them to create interest.
Okay. Yeah. So there should be an interest that is going to, sip you into the dress.
Exactly.
Have you seen what you are looking out for in both dresses?
I have seen some of the things I'm looking out for.
Thank you so very much. Well, still the messages are coming in, still the phone line is activated, and still they are splitting it out. Still we are having a good time here, so just join us. Yes, let's go on.
Yeah.
Yes, the inside should also get that swag.
It should have that feel. Yeah.
Good. And honestly, when I have my jacket folded on my arm and the inside is giving me that swag, it makes me feel good.
Yes.
Now, what do you design your dress for? For the person to look good or to feel good?
For both. The person needs to feel good to start with, but then the person needs to look good, and that's a particularly important aspect, that the finished product on you presents you in as exciting, as fashionable, as interesting a manner as you would want to look.
Okay.
I'm Marian Gift Mensah, winner of Fashion Guru Sewing Bee Episode 6. Being a winner has been a great experience. it has given me that exposure that I never had. The public has gotten to know me, not only in Ghana, but outside Ghana. Not only in Obuasi, but outside of Obuasi. Takoradi, Accra, Tamale, name it. It's been great. Most people who didn't know me now know that I'm a fashion designer, and a great one, of course. And the challenge has been great because clients expect more from you. And being a winner, they want you to be more creative. My exposure in Accra was great. Being on the FM stations, people got to know me and were willing for me to design for them. When I got to Obuasi, the nice reception from my church, Church of Christ, Preacher Ketri Enin is the preacher, and he really did a great job. Being on the pulpit and being introduced that I was the winner of Fashion Guru Sewing Bee was really great. People realized that fashion is a great job, and I'm now a role model unto others. There was an interview by Time FM in Obuasi, and it was a great work by their crew, especially to Love Konedu. She introduced me, and then the public got to know that I partook in the competition, and it was a great exposure. Thanks to them too as well. I really appreciate what Joyprime, especially the multimedia, has done to us, the upcoming fashion designers. They've really helped us, and this has helped people to really understand what fashion is about. At first, people didn't respect what we do, but people are now willing to even take up that program, and it's really been helpful. To my side, it has given me that exposure and also increased my clientele level. The interviews on the radio stations and the TV stations after the show, we were told to give out our numbers, and the public got to know us and what we have done. So we started receiving calls from a whole lot of people, and most of them, especially the guys, knowing that I'm a single lady. Oh my, the proposals just flew like that. Some people don't know you, but they just give you a call with a mention of, are you married? Oh no, I'm not married. I want to marry you. Wow, in this modern world, someone you don't know, how can you just propose like that? Well, it was all part of the experience.
I'm Selina Nate, the winner of Sewing Bee episode 4. I've had a great experience after I won the episode, especially from the social media, because I had a power cut. They didn't see the winner on set, so I had a lot of comments there, people congratulating me, and then they had really wanted to see it on set instead of it being brought on social media. But eventually, afterwards, I had a lot of friends because of the interviews we had at the radio stations and on the TV. We put our numbers across, and then we had calls all over the country, a lot of clients, people calling in to bring their fabrics for you to work for them, and then expecting more from you, because everybody now knows, because you came on set and you won, they know you are the best and they are expecting more from you. Now the clientele base is high, and they feel, like I said before, they see you as the winner, so they expect more from you. You have to do an extra work for them. They want to see more designs from you, and they see you as a perfect person, so you shouldn't even have mistakes in the works you do. The reaction in town has been good. The very first time we came for the Adum TV interview, when we had left the studio and was going home, we had people coming out from their shop to, point at us saying, oh, these are the people we saw just now on the TV. See them going, trying to call others to see or come and look at us going. And then, like, sometimes when you are in town, people see you and they are catching glimpses of you. And then sometimes you have to pretend and at least be polite and give a smile back because you don't even know them, but you end up thinking back, why do I know this person? But later you realize maybe it's from the exposure you had on the TVs and the radio stations. It's been a great experience about, guys or men. Even though I'm married, some will call, but because of the marriage, they are afraid. They want to be your friend, but they can't really pinpoint. You can see they'll be beating about the bush, but you still get to know where they are heading towards. So it's been a great experience. I want to thank Joyprime and multimedia as a whole for giving me the platform to exhibit my talent, and then giving me the high level of exposure after the show. The interviews and the radio interviews gave me a step ahead, and people now ahead of me, people see me, and when they see you on the street, like, they are happy. People had to stop you to ask, are you the one I saw? I'm just happy for this exposure.
You can see that our runway is set for the models to come here, but before they even do that, a quick one here. It says that I'm so glued to my TV set now watching my favorite show, and I wish them both all the best. I'm Mabel Dell, all the way from Aflaho, and the best person will win. This coming from Rose. And Selena will win because she is on point. This one is coming from Domi Vivian Etornam. And I think the lady in the sea blue dress will take it. Great show anyways, Nana Apreku. And this is where we call the designer. Marian Gifty Mensa, can you please come up and take your position so that we can also see your model? Well, Marian is designing for Juliet, and she was the winner for episode 6. And you've already seen her, and some people have already been vouching for her. The lady in the blue dress, sky blue dress. The lady in the sky blue dress. So now we get to see her. Marian, where are you? Can you come up? Yes. No, Marian, I need you first. Juliet, you can stay. Marian, you take your seat. Take your seat. Okay. So, Juliet, let's see you on the runway. Over to you.
So,
yes,
that's a peplum.
Okay.
The lace overlay.
Good.
That gives it the peplum.
Okay.
And I think the execution is quite good. We can see the combinations.
Okay. So, Juliet, can you complete? Yes. Okay, now you can take your position, and we can now also call on Selena or Maria Free, who designed for Deborah. Well, Selena was the winner for episode 4. Selena, where are you? Can you take your seat? Okay. And can we see Deborah? Over to you.
Yeah, so here we have a unique fabric, same fabric throughout, and the ensemble.
Okay, Deborah, you can turn. Good.
Gives room for a separate combination for the top.
Okay.
That's quite interesting.
Okay, Deborah, thank you so very much. Well, these are 2 models who are being designed for by our 2 budding talented fashion designers, and they won in the prelim stages. Well, Marian won in the episode 6, and Selena Omarifi also won in the episode 4. Elike, do we have a winner?
It is a matter of great speculation.
Go on and do your...
So over here, we have an interesting peplum made out of lace. We have it trimmed with a piping that goes all the way around.
Okay.
And over here, we have the same fabric that has been used throughout.
Okay.
But some interest has been created by changing the directions of the fabric, since this is cut on a bias.
Okay.
I dare say we do have a winner.
We do have a winner.
Yes.
You sure we have a winner?
I believe we are sure we have a winner.
Well, the winner is going home with a mannequin from Louise Darko Mauto of DLM Dress Forms and Mannequins, and she is located in Adenta Shopping Mall, and you can contact her on 0547 172 199. So today we picked the second finalist to join Lydia Ontobi, who won last week, which was the first of the 5 semifinals we're going through. So Elike, who is our winner?
So in order to say this, because it's a little difficult, these people have worked tremendously hard this evening, and they've tried to put together something that is exceptional.
Okay.
My gut feeling, the combination here is more exciting.
Okay.
Because she's been able to use the same fabric and turn it around into something very interesting.
Okay.
Without the use of any other element.
Okay.
And I find that this works well for a number of tops. Whereas here, we might be limited with the kinds of tops we can choose.
Okay.
Here also, the piping brings a big difference.
Okay.
The contrast is evident and is exciting. What spells now the winning outfit is the finish.
Okay.
And I should say that despite loving the design of
Selena's
garment,
okay,
I defer to Mariam because of the finish.
Okay.
The finish here, the stitches for the flap, for the band, everything is on point. So I will say that
our winner
is
is
Mariam. Congratulations.
Okay, folks, there we go with winner number 2 for the finals. We are going down 3 more steps, 3 more steps, and we will get a 5.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thanks be to God. Oh God, thank you.
Well, you've also done well. Well, Gifty does it again. After doing it for the season, episode 5, she does it again, and she's in the finals. Well, she did it much better than Selena. And Elike, thank you so very much.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Juliet, how does it feel? Deborah, you're also welcome. Well, I will just want to let you know that next week, same time, over here, we are having another celebrated designer, and we are choosing another winner to add up to them. Well, it's Sewing Bee Fashion Guru, and we found out how creative they could be. The name is Ibrahim Benbako. Don't forget and don't miss out on next week.